On March 20th, 2020, a Discord user by the name of Dark Requiem, who changed their Discord username to Black Mirror at that time, got banned from Volaire's server. In a statement that Volaire never shared to the server but I have luckily gotten my hands on, she said, "I'll tell everyone at some point maybe, but Dark Rec, Black Mirror, is gonna get kicked out right now. I think I've told you a bit about him already, but he only wants to argue with me. Whenever I've left any message in my Discord, he automatically has to say something rude to me or interrupts for no reason. If I say something, he has a problem, but if someone else were to be the same way, he doesn't type anything." Can we pause right there? Look how awkwardly that sentence is worded. Do you think if she wanted to make a statement on this, she would have cleaned it up a bit? Anyways, he threw a really big paragraph at me right now, super upset because Angel had posted a not safe for work pic and asked why I didn't ban him. I simply said I wasn't here at the time. And then he was like, "Well, why did you delete it then?" And I was like, "I wasn't here." Wait, if you weren't there, then how could you have deleted it? You just contradicted yourself. And he was like, "Well, you told him to stop." And I was like, "I wasn't here for any of that drama. I was sleeping." And then he was like, "Fuck it, whatever." I'm like, "Why are you saying things about me that aren't true?" And I was like, "Why are you lecturing me and only arguing with me? He hasn't said anything, but I'm gonna kick him." If anyone asks, can you honestly be on my side and tell him that he just started getting really furious with me? Because no one sees a problem with him because the only person he hassles is me. So I don't want to be the bad guy. I mean, if she didn't want to be the bad guy, why did she straight up admit to saying that Dark didn't say anything, yet she's still gonna kick him at the end of the day? People are gonna be like, "I can't believe she banned him, why?" But it's like, I can't have him there. He only wants to fight with me exclusively. I made it to the point where I have zero conversations with him and never respond to him, and yet he still tries to pick me apart. So yeah, Dark didn't seem to really agree with Volaire 24/7, and that's a huge flaw of hers. This is the beginning of the end to Volaire and her Discord server. On April 5th, 2020, I woke up to a message from a person who I will not identify in this video. They told me, "Richard, this is terrible. Volaire says I have betrayed her. I don't even know what I did wrong. I'm not a mod anymore. I want to cry. Our friendship might fall apart. Please help me." After asking this person a few basic questions, they told me, "No, I was the only one whose mod was taken away. She's pissed off at me." I asked them, "Has she DM'd you anything? Because I don't see anything in the main chat that might be a breakthrough." They told me yes, that they had been in DMs. She told me I was a bad and betraying friend. I asked them for a screenshot due to liking concrete evidence, because this whole ordeal is seeming like it came out of nowhere. They then said that Volaire acted like a prick and deleted the messages. This is one of the many instances you will see backtracking of Volaire in order to cover her paper trail and make her look in the best of light as possible. The person then went on to say, she also said to VC with her at 5 a.m. or to stop talking with her. That just seems cruel and unusual punishment. I said, "Dang," and I thought we've been having good days in the server and everything was fine. I asked them if they were able to speak. They admitted that they just wanted to cry. Then on that day, they told me that they told Volaire that they were going to do a VC with her tomorrow, but they were scared and sad. I said, "Why she would think you weren't being a good friend seems unlike her, kicking you while you're down." The person then says that they feel horrible inside their heart and ask if I will be there for them. I confirmed that I will and always will have their back. They then thanked me for that and told me that Musil and Dark and Fab are on their side. I told them that as much as you know I love Volaire, this seems completely uncalled for and out of left field. They agreed, saying, I know, right? I said, unless there's something you're not telling me, I'm clueless as to why she did this to you. Going back, here is a conversation between that person and Volaire in the DMs. As you can see, there was a clear conversation there at one point, but now it is no longer there. Also on this day, April 5th, 2020, I got banned from the server. Here is a brief montage of all the messages I sent to the server on that day. If you're wondering what rules I may have broken during that day, here are the rules of the server straight from the server owner themselves. On April 13th, 2020, a user by the name of PPChanair, or now as it's shown, Maxime, got into a bit of a fight with Volaire. It started with him saying, I never really understand what the point of the meme chat. All I see in this chat is stuff that isn't even memes, and it's the same in every server. Volaire said, then you're blind. He said, no, it's not that, it's how people are. Since 2012, they became brainwashed and forgot the real meaning of meme. Volaire said, you can just let people have fun with it, you know? He said, yeah, but you should call it viral pics and vids then. What you all share there aren't memes, lol. Volaire just said, okay. He said, it's stuff that you call memes but isn't, because you all are what we call new fags, sorry. Volaire then suggested that he could chill, and he says that he just spit a fact. Volaire then goes on to say, you're never here ever, and you come just to complain? Shut the fuck up. Remember going back to getting all kinda worked up about people disagreeing with a point of Volaire? Yeah, that's kinda showing through right now, isn't it? He then goes on to say, nah, I just wanted to give my opinions though. Also, I say that at 5 a.m, so I probably look more aggressive. I'd say it more passively if it was at 5 a.m, lol. I don't know how you write passively, lol. He then went on to say, sorry if I went too far, I don't really want to. Volaire then said, dude, you're 15, chill. He asked, what do you mean by his age? There may have been more, but that is all that I can collect as of today. Now, before I show you the next message, I want you all to keep in mind that this guy has been in the server from the start. He literally has the claim to fame of being able to type the first message in the server on December 8th, 2019. Yeah, you thought the first messages of the server from the 19th of March 2020? Oh no, it goes back further than that. He has a purple heart in his name, which means he is one of Volaire's good friends because he was in the server before it was even accessed to the general public. On why he got banned. I get immature or problematic people here every week, and like no one ever sees any problems with whoever those people are. But then I'm the one who's the bad guy if I approach them, even though I do it in a fair manner. First off, Volaire, how is shooting down people who don't agree with your points doing so in such a fair manner? I've had people in here and staying in my server just to talk bad about me elsewhere. I'm sorry if I sound slightly petty with this, but shouldn't you be used to criticism? You have almost 9.5k subscribers. I've had screenshots taken of me to be sent to others out of context. This is why I'm trying for this whole video to give you guys all the context behind these messages. I get told to back off when I'm just trying to keep things under control and no one jumps in to save me when I need it. My mods are never here. Hey everybody, you wanna play a fun game of who made the mods of the server at this time? I'll give you a hint. It starts with a V and ends in all hair. And it's making me develop trust issues beyond belief on a platform that shouldn't even be taken that freaking serious. So what, is this all a joke even though you have shown to have quite serious issues and you have a vent channel? I don't want to message here or in private anymore because a normal conversation will be used out of context. Like, I'm not even allowed to join along in my server or speak at times, so I just don't sometimes. She's the server owner. Shouldn't she set the standard? Like, this just goes back to her rules. I'm not allowed to give people warnings apparently, and no one ever jumps in to help. When people jump in, it's to tell me I'm awful for just being the leader of my own server. Hey, Volaire, with that message, maybe you wanna double check your leadership status then. So no, I'm not okay and have been wanting to delete my server the past month cause it's exhausting. Or I can just stop coming altogether or give it to someone cause I just can't care anymore. That PB-chan guy was the last straw even if people want to argue what he said was minor. Yeah, and on top of that, he tried to apologize and he's been there from the start. I don't know how else you can get to the definition of a supporter. Every week there's something or someone killing the vibe. What is the vibe if you don't set a vibe? I don't wanna have to tolerate even stupid small things anymore cause I can't. And there's gonna be someone who replies to this with some stupid sarcasm or gives some stupid comment about grammar, which will have emphasized my point. No, Volaire, I'm not gonna talk about your grammar or anything. I'm just gonna criticize your points and say, essentially, they kinda all fall back on you. If none of you knew about any of this, well now you know. Don't DM me about it because I won't reply because it's just gonna get screenshot to who knows who that I'm the worst. But here is my message for the public. Good night. This all could have ended right there. Then April 18th happened. Volaire started out by saying she was deleting everything and she just didn't care about this anymore. She then asked whoever wanted to be transferred owner let her know and double confirmed that she was leaving. This is due to having it there and there was too much drama. She then suggested whoever wants the server raise their hand, I'll come back when I feel like it. She then says that she assigned mods so she can leave in peace, and saying that leaving won't change anything. She was not starting to talk in there a lot anyways, no difference. Then people asked if they should say their final goodbyes and she said, I was going to, but I don't care anymore. I'll come back whenever. People on that day started to notice that chats that were previously there were no longer there. Then Ella, Bigfoot, and Volaire all complained about me, and I don't know why. I just tried to be wholesome, but I guess that was too much. She then said, I'd like to take this time to put you all on blast, Dark Wreck and Richard. So please stop making alt accounts to take over my server. Thank you. And don't tweet about it because that's just stupid proof. I'll be honest now that we are this deep into the video. Yes, I did tweet about this server having a downfall. I'm sorry I was not thinking at that time and I hope you can forgive me. Anyways, I had fun with this and she said to tell me that I suck too and claimed that I left because she called me out. and said that I've cried before and that she's sure that I'm crying again. Also, she went on to say, oh, we caught Richard trying to take down my server. This person named Big Brain Boy said, Vol, should I make Richard is over party merch? She then went on to say, even if no one knew what was going on, it was fun to at everyone to freak him and Dark Requiem out. They were awful. I still don't know how it was awful, but okay. Finally, I'm going to rest it on what the chat names were. This one is just kinda iffy, and this one is a low blow.